The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? It's Debris, aka Darth Hater here with some brand new, fresh Star Wars news. This one comes to us straight from StarWars.com. It's about the Star Wars Padawan interview with Kristen White. This is about the Obi-Wan Kenobi book that's going to be coming out pretty soon. I'm talking about young Obi-Wan. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe because it greatly helps out my channel. Anyway, let's check this out, see what it says. Kristen White on telling the tale of a young Obi-Wan in Star Wars Padawan. The author talks to StarWars.com about upcoming book, blah 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 blah, and a stunning cover. Teenage years can be tough for everyone, even Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kristen White's upcoming Star Wars Padawan follows the legendary hero while he is still very much a student. Insecure about who he is and the Jedi he might become, Obi-Wan grows antsy under his master Qui-Gon Jinn, who preaches patience and meditation, and yearns for some more Jedi action. But when it looks like they'll finally head out on a mission together, Jinn is a no-show. Obi-Wan goes off on his own, instead visiting a new world where he encounters free-spirited teens, possibly strong with the Force, who offer him a glimpse at the life that could have been, or could still be. Yet as Obi-Wan himself would later say, something is out of place. While Padawan doesn't arrive until July 26th, you can get a sneak peek at Charlie Bowater's beautiful painted cover featuring Obi-Wan and a hint of the lush planet Linahara, I think that's how it says it, I guess, behind him. Below, and to mark the image debut, StarWars.com caught up with White for her first ever interview on Padawan, discussing her teenage Obi-Wan connects with the older versions we know, whether Kenobi is more similar to his future apprentice than he believed, and what might be the starring Padawan's defining characteristic. Okay, so we got a cover with like some weird plants behind Obi-Wan. It's very young, episode 1 Obi-Wan with that first lightsaber before he loses it down the Naboo reactor shaft. From StarWars.com, they're interviewing her. So, you've written horror thrillers, even medieval tales. What's it been like taking your first steps into a galaxy far, far away? And Kristen says, unsurprisingly, just as much research. Some people think writing in an existing franchise means less work. World building is already done, but it comes with far more opportunities to get things wrong. I owe so much of who I am as a person and storyteller to Star Wars, and I hope I brought that affection and respect to the Padawan. I sometimes joke that my only controversial Star Wars opinion is that I love it all, but it's true. I feel tremendously lucky to be a small part of this galaxy of incredibly storytelling. And StarWars.com again. There have been many stories about Obi-Wan from his time period. How did you approach further developing on what a very green, very teenage Obi-Wan would have been like? And Kristen says, I wanted to make sure the Padawan felt like it had always been part of Obi-Wan's story, but that it made sense we had never heard about this particular adventure. I looked at who Obi-Wan became, then traced him backwards through the prequels and Claudia Gray's excellent Master and Apprentice, which is an amazing book, to arrive at someone who still had tremendous amount of growing to do, but with the foundation of who he would become. My goal with the narrative was to take him on a journey of self-discovery so he would be ready for everything we know he'll face. Another key aspect of developing teen Obi-Wan was surrounding him with other young people, giving him his first taste of freedom so he could learn who he is with no authority figure is watching when he's out of the temple. Which parts of his devotion of the Jedi Order still feel right? Can he let go and run wild? Does he even want to? And now I just realized I might have written a Star Wars spring break novel. StarWars.com again. From the book's description, Obi-Wan sounds a lot more like Anakin that we might known or realized. And Kristen says, yes and no. Obi-Wan and Anakin have a youthful rebellion in common, but while Anakin was rooted in trauma, anger, and entitlement, I say with love about one of my favorite characters, Obi-Wan is rooted in anxiety. Anakin is eager to have power, authority to try to heal his pain and quiet his fears, and Padawan Obi-Wan is anxious to know his place in the galaxy and the Jedi Order. Not to be powerful, but to be the best servant of the Force he can. His motivation is less, I'm the greatest, why can't they see that, and more. Maybe I don't deserve any of this. He's terrified he won't live up to his potential, letting Qui-Gon down, the Jedi, and the galaxy as a whole. Also, before anyone else asks, Satine isn't in this novel. Actually, she's the reason why there's no romantic subplots in Padawan. Obi-Wan commits absolutely to everything he does, including first love. I couldn't dilute that. Okay. I was wondering if Satine and like that whole Mandalore thing that Obi-Wan had talked about in Clone Wars would come up in this. StarWars.com again. Qui-Gon Jinn has become a fan favorite character, and he looms large in Star Wars despite minimal appearances. How central is Obi-Wan's relationship to Qui-Gon in your story? And Kristen says, I absolutely understand the outsized impact Qui-Gon Jinn has had on the Star Wars fans. He's a mentor we all wish we could have, wise and patient, but with that sly twist of humor. Qui-Gon, in many ways, represents the ideal Jedi, untouched by politics, constantly guided by the Force, spiritually thoughtful and calm amidst any turmoil. But those same qualities would also make him really intimidating to partner as a young teenager. How do you live up to that? I learned hard into this tension. The Qui-Gon isn't physically present for much of the book, which is interesting. He's a constant presence for Obi-Wan, who must figure out how to be what Qui-Gon wants in a Padawan, if that's even possible. So we're probably going to get a lot of, what will Qui-Gon do? What will my master do? What will my master say in this kind of situation in this book? Which, that's what it sounds like from what she's saying. Back to StarWars.com. There's one thing you want your book to say about Obi-Wan. What would it be? And Kristen says, Obi-Wan Kenobi cares. He cares so much, I think as much as or more than any other Jedi we know. Obi-Wan always puts himself second in service of the Jedi Order, and more importantly, the will of the Force. It was such a delight to honor trying to feel out who teen Obi-Wan was on his way to become the Jedi we all know and love. Star Wars Padawan arrived July 26th and is available for pre-order now. And I will be pre-ordering that book and reading it, and then we'll be having a review of this. So it's interesting, like I said, I am a huge fan of the Jedi Apprentice series. I have all of those books, the Jedi Apprentice series with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and then also the later series with Obi-Wan and Anakin. And I'm a little bummed, obviously, because they're decanonizing those books. Those books are already legends. Lucasfilm always said that it would pick and choose from lore, and maybe we'll get some of that with this. Maybe we'll get, this is the start of the new Padawan series with Anakin, with Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Maybe we might even get Xanatos, Qui-Gon's first failed Padawan. Maybe we'll get into all that with just different takes on this. I don't know, maybe we'll see the seeds of all of this and little hints of who Anakin actually is in a young Obi-Wan. But it's interesting that she says a Star Wars spring break, preteen Obi-Wan in this. So it's interesting. This whole ramp up for the Kenobi series is very interesting. We're getting this, we're getting the comic books. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a lot more things here and there, kind of building up who this character is and everything in the new narrative of Disney, Lucasfilm. Not saying that they're disbanding everything that George built with, the original Lucasfilm version of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That stuff is still the foundation of what this character is. It's just we're getting new kind of build-ups of what Disney wants to do going forward, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna have more plans for Obi-Wan Kenobi after this series and after this book, which is why they're kind of like, you know, putting new seeds and new foundations on what this character really is. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting seeing what we have going forward. Like I said, future's looking bright for a lot of these characters. I just hope that with this new generation of fans that are filmmakers and storytellers and book writers, that they, you know, that they have learned from the mistakes, you know, over the past few years and kind of do really right by these original trilogy characters that have been established for over 40 years, because these are the characters that we all look up to. We all look up to Obi-Wan Kenobi. We all look up to Luke Skywalker. We all look up, you know, to like Han Solo, Princess Leia. Like, these are all the characters we all look up to, and we know them so well. So it's almost a shame when they go back and redo some of their story and they change major character plots, major, you know, character traits about this, which I hope, like I said, I hope they don't do in this too much, and same thing in the series. But time will tell, and we'll see. We're gonna see. The series comes out, you know, in, like, I think May. Yeah, May. And then, you know, this book comes out like a little while after that, after the comic book. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this and the book coming up. Are you going to be reading it? Will you not? Like I said, it's kind of hard with the new Disney canon, because sometimes they'll make a book and then decide later on, like, hey, well, this doesn't fit our narrative anymore. Well, we're not going to canonize this anymore, like the Ahsoka book. Did you read the original Jedi Apprentice series? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all my latest videos. That would be great. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next one. May the force be with you. Bye.